Are you just waiting for your ex to come back? Hello, folks. Jim Miller here, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Going to ask, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Actually, should be right over here. Tick the bell icon when you do that. That way, you're notified whenever I upload new videos. Also, would like to ask you to give me a thumbs up and comment in the section below the video. Also, check the description down there. Do have some free ebooks that I give away, as well as my personal email address. But I want to get into the content here. Are you waiting for your ex to come back? I've gotten some emails here recently from some people that have, moved on or are moving on. But in reality, they're just waiting for that ex to come back. They're waiting for the ex to come back, and they're passing up other opportunities. And I don't necessarily mean romantic opportunities, but they're passing up other opportunities in their life because they want to be there. They want to be available for their ex. And let's be honest, folks, you know in your heart if you are waiting for your ex to come back. You may be telling your friends and family how well you're doing, you're moving on, things are going good here, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're showing that, and that's good. That's good to project that you're doing well. But you know deep down inside that you may be waiting for that ex. That every time the phone rings or every time you hear the chime text or Facebook message or something like that, you're hoping that it's your ex. You're just waiting around for them to contact you. This is not a healthy place to be. There's a difference between wanting your ex back and waiting for your ex to come back. It's okay to want your ex back. I mean, when I was broken up, I wanted my ex back. I desperately wanted my ex back. We did get back together and things are absolutely wonderful now. I wanted her, but I didn't just wait for her. Okay, I wasn't out dating, I wasn't out doing that, but I was living my life. I was building my career, even though I'm an old dude. I was working on my career. I was really stabilizing my position at the company that I'm with. I do IT work for a large real estate company. I take care of all their IT needs. And I was doing some things that were actually stabilizing my position there. I was learning things that I was kind of unfamiliar with, and I was building my career. I was building that. In addition, I started a YouTube channel, and I have been working on, building a business via YouTube, and just a lot of things that I have done. I wanted my ex back, but I wasn't just waiting. I mean, now I'll admit there were not a lot of places I went without my phone in hand. I told people, well, I have to have it because my life is here. Anybody needs to get a hold of me. And I had hoped from time to time that maybe she would reach out, and she did from time to time reach out, and I generally responded, although, not just love you, miss you, can't live without you. But I wasn't just waiting for her to come back. I was open to other possibilities. I got an email from a young guy. He's 28. He was in a relationship for about 3 years. The relationship ended several months ago, and he wants his ex back, but he is waiting for her to come back. It's all he's doing. He's waiting. He's not living his life. And that's the thing. If you are waiting for them, if they have all that control and you're waiting for your ex to come back, you're not living your own life. You're not focusing on yourself. You're not putting your own needs first. He, as a result of that, passed up several opportunities to date, to go out on some dates, because he didn't want to get in a relationship just in case his ex came back. Meanwhile, she was posting all over social media. She's going out with this guy. She's going out with this guy. She went out with, 3 or 4 or 5 different guys in a couple of month period. Just casual dating and whatnot like that. But she was throwing it up on her social media. Maybe she was doing it to make him jealous. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. But the fact is, he sat at home, basically, or he went out with friends and they did things, and he waited for his ex. And he passed up, he passed up his own life. His own life was passing him by while he was waiting for someone that may or may not come back into his life. Eventually, he realized, it's kind of wasting my time waiting. And again, same thing. He had told all of his friends and family, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm moving on. Everything is great." But yet he was waiting consistently every time the phone rang, every time it dinged, every time, whatever. Anything like that, he just expected it to be her, was waiting for it to be her, and it never was. They've been in no contact for a while now. This was a while back. But the fact of the matter remains, he was waiting. And let's be honest, he was miserable. Now, before I jump right in there and judge you for this, I've done it myself more times than I care to mention. I've done it recently as several years ago when I was in a relationship and it ended and I did nothing but sit back and wait for that woman to come back. She never did. That's what I waited for. That's what I wanted. And my life was miserable. My life started to get better when I decided, that I could start to move on. Doesn't mean you have to go out and date a bunch of people. It doesn't mean you have to go out and meet the next Mr. or Mrs. Right. It just means that you have to get up out of yourself a little bit and get out and explore some other opportunities. Go out and hang out with friends, Just because you go on a date doesn't mean you have to be in love. Doesn't mean it's a relationship, I've been on coffee dates with women before, and you get out there and you realize this just isn't going to work. This is not what I want. This is not the person that I want to be with. And you realize that, but I didn't just stay home waiting for an ex to come back. So that's all I wanted to say, folks. Again, I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm probably rambling on a little bit. But I do want to say that if you're waiting for your ex, don't. Fall in love with yourself. Be with yourself. Be good with your own company. Move on and live your life. Your ex may or may not come back. Hopefully they do. If that's what you really want, I hope your ex does. I really hope they come back if that's what you want. But if they come back and you've made no changes, you've just been waiting for them, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road, you're going to find yourself in the same broken relationship you were before. So that's what I have to say for you tonight, folks. Again, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life, write a better love story. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, something you want me to talk about. Also, my email is down there. My email address is down there if you want to write to me about a relationship question. I generally try to answer those within 24 hours, but I've been getting a lot lately, so I'm kind of backed up. Plus, I've been rather busy, so it may take me a couple of days to get back with you. But I do respond to all of them personally. Anyway, folks, have a great night.